Yeah. What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful money-making Saturday here with the Pick Dawgz Morning Show. You know the drill, man. We live 365 just to let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see some of today's action playing out. I know today is, man, it's conference championship Saturday, man. Big 12 get it started early. SEC get it going. Big 10 get it going. And we close it out with the ACC. And of course, a couple smaller games, smaller conferences sprinkled in there as well. Yeah, we got a solid college hoops card today. Some big games going on. We got a decent NBA card today. I believe there's 7 games over there, and the same thing in hockey, a decent hockey card today too. So, money making Saturday, man. I got a good crew of guys here to help me break down today's action. Let's do it. Let's meet them. Y'all know who's here. My right hand man, franchise Chris. What's happening?
Oh, doing all right. Yeah, ready to start this weekend right. And we had a rough Friday, but it's okay. These days happening. You gotta take the good with the bad. Makes you appreciate the good days that much more. And I really like today's card. I got a lot of plays. I'm still putting plays in right now as we speak. So ready to help everybody make some money today and ready for conference championship weekend.
Sir, let's break it down. Let's do it. Brian Bittler, what's happening, sir? How are you?
I gotta say, when I do well on a Friday, like 4-1 yesterday, sports books are in trouble going into the weekend because Saturday's usually my meat and potatoes. Yesterday, the only team to let me down were the LA Clippers, but that's shame on me for taking them. Kennesaw State tried to give me a heart attack yesterday, but overall, I love the card today. I probably could have 50 plays today, but I tried to control myself. And also shout out to Ron Romanelli, 16-0 run for Ron. He's got his Joe DiMaggio streak going, and definitely take a look at him today.
Let's continue to cook it up, man. Let's continue to cook it up. Jovan, what's happening?
Yeah, what's going on, Jay? 1 and 2 night. Should have stayed in the NBA because I had nothing but hitters in the NBA, but only chose one play in that sport. I try to diversify with taking one from each sport, and yeah, the college basketball and college football plays didn't pan out. Um, but yeah, the NBA did and should have stayed there. It's just that with the NBA on a night-to-night basis, you just don't know what the hell you're gonna get from some of these teams. But I've been seeing the board well in the NBA lately, so I should jump fully on board with that sport. Last couple of nights prior to that, were hidden nights. My Steno Clipper 301 hitter cashed a couple nights ago. So yeah, I'm seeing the board pretty well.
That's what's happening, man. For me, the week from hell ended. I was in a hell week. I'm glad everybody else was seeing it well because I was not. I was getting crushed. I think I'm now like, it's not that bad because I was going light. I think I'm like 2-6 on the week, you know. But last night I went 1-0. I had just one play in the NBA. Brian, I was on the other side, man. Shout out to them Grizzlies, man. Money line. Clippers.
Those damn Clippers.
Fucking ass.
Grizzlies have been so easy to read this season. They beat bad teams. They lose against good teams.
Yeah. So
I like the Clippers again today, but I didn't take them.
I'm fading their ass again today. So I was 1-0 yesterday. On the jam session, though, it was a big card yesterday. I feel like yesterday's show was a pretty good one. I feel like saw the board well for the first time in the past couple days. I'm with through with Jovan. I tweeted that out earlier in the week. The NBA, there's no consistency right now. It's not making sense on a night-to-night basis. So it's kind of tough, especially for the way I like to bet it. But, won't make excuses. Just got to see it better. Got to adjust to it. And, yeah, try to do what we do. We just kick the crap out of the books, man. And that's what we're trying to do today. We got a lot of ground to cover, fellas. So, y'all ready to do it? Y'all ready to jump in?
Yep.
Let's do it, man. We're going to start our day in college hoops. Solid card over there today. We're going to go, this is the order of today's show. We're going to go college hoops. Then we'll go college hoops, college football, NHL, NBA. That's how we'll break it down. So, let's do it. We head to the hardwood. First game on the board today is a monster one. OMG. We got the number one team in the country. 5.5-point home favorites over the Iowa State Cyclones, man. 1 versus 10 to start the day. Purdue 5.5-point home favorites. That's not even there's another hard hitter at 11 too. Some may argue even bigger. We got Duke versus Michigan State. Duke 1.5-point favorites on the road. 2 battles of unbeatens. Also at 11, we got Monmouth versus Georgia Tech, New Haven versus Boston College, Rhode Island versus Providence, Dayton versus Virginia, Southern Miss versus Miami, UMBC versus Bucknell. We got Old Dominion, aka New Dominion, versus the Spiders of Richmond. We have Utah Valley versus Bowling Green. We have Maine versus Miami, Ohio. And we have UNC Cashville versus NC State. I think that's a pretty good first card, man. Especially with the 2 big games in there. Chris, how you feeling here, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at a couple of these bigger games. I like Michigan State plus the 1.5. Anytime we've seen Duke in a non-smash spot this season, where they've had a lot more competitive teams, it's been against teams that are, out rebounding them and are really good on the glass. Michigan State's one of the best rebounding teams in the country. I like this Duke team, but this is, their first true road game in a hostile environment. Duke, yeah, they've already played a road game this season. Congrats, you beat Army by 55 points. But now you go to Michigan State. I like this Duke team, but I think that just goes to tell you that I think that Michigan State's the play here. I like this team at home, and like I said, I like them on the glass in this game. I think that's going to be the difference. Give me Sparty and give me Monmouth plus the 9. I don't like this Georgia Tech team as a favorite. They're 1-5 against the spread at home this season. I much prefer backing Georgia Tech if they're an underdog. Monmouth's been feisty. I think that Monmouth can at least scrap out a win, or sorry, at least a cover here. Maybe even win this game outright. Wouldn't surprise me if Georgia Tech put up a dud here. So give me Monmouth plus the 9.
There you go from Chris breaking it down in this first slot. Brian, what you looking at?
I could have a bunch of plays, but I'm going to stick to one. My favorite play in this time slot. I like the Dayton Flyers plus the points. Virginia got a big road win at Texas, but I think Dayton could really use a resume road W. We've seen them play some tough competition early. I just think this is a 1-possession game. I'm not going to get too high on Virginia because they went into Texas and got the win. I'm going to take the Dayton Flyers plus the 5.5.
There you go from Brian B. Jovan, what you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking Sparty. It would have been a premium, but I backed off, because of a couple things. Duke has had their number in recent matchups. 8-2 straight up in their last 10 in this series, I believe. And you're dealing with a juggernaut of a team in Duke. Sparty this season, they've been warriors against these upper echelon teams, hence their undefeated record. But years past, it hasn't been like that. Sparty usually starts off slow. Tom Izzo gets, kicks them in the ass a little bit, and then once the season progresses, they start rolling. This year, it's kind of, it's the opposite. They've come out of the cannon, so I don't really know what to make of this game. It's a good watch, for informational purposes, for me at least. So I lean Sparty, plus 1.5. I would like this, if I would have pulled the trigger if it was like 4, 3.5, somewhere around there, anywhere outside of a possession. But at this point, it'll be a parlay piece at best. Also with Purdue and Iowa State, that 5.5 number, funny number, in basketball and in football, for me, is their guard playing for the Cyclones. What's his name? Lips. Chris, you know what I'm talking about. Lipsy?
Yeah,
What's his name? What's his last name?
Yeah, Taman Lipsy.
Yeah, Lipsy. Yeah, is he playing today? That's what I want to know in this one, because they're gonna need him. You know, to go against Braden Smith. I would say at this point Purdue, but if you look at the statistical profile of the Cyclones, offensively, they're a juggernaut. Defensively, you know what they bring year in and year out. Right now, it's just a lean towards Purdue.
For me, I'm just going to talk about the two big ones, and I would take the home teams in both. I'm known as a Purdue hater. I'm typically hating on that team, and I'm typically an Iowa State lover. And I just think this is too tough of an ass for him on the road. Purdue's that damn good. Braden Smith fucking hoping. He's hoping. And I don't got the balls to fade Purdue at the crib, man. So if this game was in Iowa State, I would 1 million% be on Iowa State. But you take these boys out on the road, kind of a, first real test too. And what a test it is to play the number one team on the country. They got to show me. So I'm taking Purdue. And then the Izzos. The Izzo boys is balling. If you think I'm fading them, good luck. I think Duke. I think they're overrated, overvalued in this spot. Favorites on the road is crazy. It's crazy. So getting any points in my back pocket, I think, is a good place to be. College basketball, especially early, I'm looking to see how these teams play on the road, man. I talk about it a lot in the NBA, but in college basketball, it's even more drastic. So even though some of these teams are really good, we're still so early in the season, they haven't been tested for real on the road, and expecting Duke to go and beat a battle-tested Michigan State in East Lansing. Good luck.
That'd be a good poll question there. Duke,
yeah, probably should have ran one.
Anyway.
But yeah, I'm going to rock with Sparty. We'll see what happens. All right, that's the first slide of the day in college hoops. It was kind of
What time did we go up to, Jay?
We went up to 1 Central. So
okay.
That's stopped after 1 Eastern.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, now let's keep it rolling. We got LaSalle Drexel. We got Western Michigan, SIUE, Delaware State, Gardner-Webb versus Georgia Southern. We got Morehead State. Morehead always better than Less Head versus Presbyterian. What a matchup. 1 hoe, 2 hoe, red hoe, blue hoe.
Like Presbyterians.
Man, them boys laying 6.5, man. The hoes is giving out head today, man. I'm sorry. I had to. We got West Carolina versus SC Upstate. We got Ohio State versus Northwestern. Tennessee Tech versus West Georgia. Stetson versus South Carolina. Jacksonville versus FIU. Marquette, Wisconsin. Butler, Boise. Iapui versus Youngstown State. Buffalo, St. Bonnie's. Duquesne versus Stony Brook. We got Louisville versus Indiana. There's a big one. We got Princeton versus Loyola Chicago. We got Missouri State versus Tulsa, Toledo, Oakland. South Dakota State versus Idaho, a.k.a. Idaho. And George Mason, Virginia Tech. So I'm stopping right at 3 Eastern. Pretty big 1 o'clock slot for me, or 2 Eastern. Brian, what you like in there, my man?
In this slot, I'm going to take the Louisville Cardinals minus the points. They're coming off that loss to Arkansas, so people might be down on them. Indiana does have a revenge spot here. They got clobbered by this team 89-61 last year, but I just think Louisville's head and shoulders better than Indiana. So I'm going to take the Cardinals here to win by double digits. Maybe pull out the Jovan's extendo clip on this one.
How you feeling in the slot, Jovan?
Yeah, I'm on Marquette. They're struggling right now. Don't have the same type of talent that they're used to having, but this is a rivalry game. And you're catching a boatload of points with this one. So just on the strength of that, I'm going to be on Marquette to rise up and, play above their heads against Wisconsin in this spot. I'm also on Stetson. It's just a situation of too many points with a favorite who doesn't deserve to be 22-point favorites. That's the long and the short of it there. Just playing a number in that one.
I got a little two-team parlay in this slot. These two teams, ain't nobody worried about what the hell they got going on today. They worry about what's going on in the other sport. So give me Northwestern, money line against Ohio State. Ain't nobody get fuck what's going on with Ohio State basketball today. And then give me Louisville, money line, pair that up with that. Ain't nobody care what the hell going on with Indiana basketball today. Man, they life on the line. 1 versus 2 in college football today. They're both coming off a loss too. The motivation angle, we'll see what happens. But I think Northwestern's favored in that game for a good reason. And then I trust Louisville here in this bounce back spot, all jokes aside. But I do really like a two-team parlay. So we'll see what happens. Chris?
Let's see here. I'm going to go with Buffalo plus the 6 against St. Bonaventure. Buffalo hasn't played the toughest of schedules, but, this is a rivalry matchup, an in-state rivalry matchup, and I think Buffalo gets overshadowed a little bit with St. Bonnie's being in the A10, but I think Buffalo can hang here. At home, 6-1 against spread overall season. At least keeps it close, maybe gives themselves a shot to win it outright. It's going to be Buffalo and the points in that one. And what time do we go up to? 4 Eastern?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Give me Princeton plus the 6. I'm not laying any juice with Loyola Chicago or any odds here. Loyola Chicago is still a disaster. One win is not going to convince me that this train is back on the tracks. So give me Princeton plus the 6 in that one.
All right, y'all. We're gonna finish college hoops out.
Cool.
We're gonna go all one slot to close it out. We got
That's a lot.
it is a lot. So let's do it.
Where we starting from? Where we at right now?
4 Eastern.
Okay, got it.
Rutgers, Michigan. Michigan minus 24.5. Arkansas versus Fresno. Arkansas minus 20.5. Let's see. I'm just gonna name the big ones in here. Akron versus Tulane. Akron minus 7.5. Zip zip. Baylor versus Memphis. Baylor minus 3.5 in that one. Penny as a dog, Chris. Colorado versus Colorado State. We got USC versus Washington. USC minus 4.5. West Virginia, Wake Forest. That's a good one. West Virginia minus 1.5. G-Dub versus William and Mary. Grand Canyon versus Oklahoma State. Illinois versus Tennessee. Florida State versus Houston. Ole Miss versus St. John's. DePaul versus Arkansas Pine Bluff, aka the Abe Simpsons. I had to sneak them in there. UC San Diego versus Long Beach State. What up, Beaches? They're trash this year. Do they compete today? Auburn versus Arizona. Big matchup, man. 2 versus 20. Arizona, 8.5-point favorites. Oklahoma versus Arizona State. Oklahoma, 5.5-point road favorites. And CSU Northridge, UC Irvine, and Fullerton, Hawaii to close it out. Jovan, we'll start with you, man. Let's close out college hoops. Anything that jumps off the page to you?
Yeah, it's going to have to be the Red Storm of St. John's. I know I'm going against Chris Beard, but his team's on the 3-game slide. You would have thought that they would have bounced back against Miami off of that bad loss that they took in the game prior to that, but they didn't. They ended up losing by 11. This line is shooting up. It was last time I saw it was at 11.5. Now it's at 13.5. So you might be priced out of it as far as a point spread range. But there's a lot wrong with Ole Miss right now and the way they're playing basketball. So maybe Chris Beard gets his team together down the road, but I don't think it's going to be this spot. So I'll have to lay the points in this one. And then Arkansas State. They're playing Arkansas Little Rock, and Little Rock got pounded by Central Arkansas last time we saw them. At one point, that game was 70-25. They ended up dressing it up a little bit. They lost by like 40 plus. And so, now they're facing the Arkansas State Red Wolves team, who they're a superior team, not only to them, but to, I believe, a team like Central Arkansas rather. So, you're laying points on the road. That's never a pleasant thing, but yeah, it's going to be a double-digit victory for the Red Wolves.
All right, I'm going to kind of quickly go through here and talk about a few. I like the Zips, man. Fucking zip. Y'all know that, man. I think 7.5-point favorites, and that one tells you everything you need to know. I like Seton Hall plus the points against Kansas State. Kansas State's overrated. They're not that good. They're just not. And they're going to have to show me. So I'm going to rock with them. I like Memphis, ATS. Penny as a favorite. Penny as a dog. Yeah. Give me Memphis in that one. And Baylor.
You make that noise every time you talk about Penny Hardaway.
So you need a sound effect machine where you can just hit a button and it makes a sound for you.
Right.
We just need a button where we can take Brian off the screen.
Nah, I'd be quiet there. I'd be muting you all day if I had my mute button.
I think Colorado State favored over unbeaten Colorado speaks volume. Lean towards Colorado State. Let me see. Oklahoma State, they're going to take their first L today. The Lopes, Grand Canyon, money line. Tennessee, I think, beats Illinois. I think Houston floods Florida State. I wouldn't lay 10 points with DePaul, let alone 25. And I think Arizona takes Lil Pearl behind the woodshed. Lil Pearl nowhere near Big Pearl. Arizona's legit. I think they win by double digits. We'll see what happens. Chris?
Yeah, I think let's see, I'm trying to figure out which ones I like the best here. I'm with you on Memphis. It seems 3-0 against the spread as a dog this season. Baylor usually runs a rotation of 8 guys total. I think this is a spot where maybe running that short bench is going to catch up to them. They're one of the bottom teams in the country in terms of bench minutes doled out. So, they run pretty much a 7-man, lineup for the majority of the game. I think Memphis is still a talented team that can at least keep this one close. I think that the line is so short, it's kind of telling. So give me Memphis plus the 3. I like Oregon plus the 9.5 against UCLA. We've seen UCLA play 3 top 100 teams this year. Losses by 4 and 8, and a 2-point road win against Washington last time out. Oregon's 0-8 against the spread this season, but I think this is a buy low spot, bottom of the market on Oregon. I think they at least keep it close. This is not a bad Oregon team, and Oregon usually steps up for these conference matchups. So give me Oregon plus the 9.5 in that one.
Who they playing?
UCLA.
Give me UCLA. Their ass. Brad done told me many a times their team is fucking garbage. I don't know how many times he got to tell you that team's ass.
UCLA's trash.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the shit out of Oregon today. Where that game at? Hold on, where that game at?
UCLA, and that's why they're 10-point favorites.
What time that game is? That game slipped under my radar. Yeah, I'm taking UCLA. I'm fading you. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's your funeral.
Bro, they just lost 4 straight at home. Now you want me to take them on the road? They lost to Creighton trash ass, USC trash ass, Auburn trash ass. They lost to 3 overrated ass teams Now you want me to
I'm
take
going to
them
give UCLA a
on the road?
cookie for beating Eastern Washington, Pepperdine, West Georgia, Sacramento State, and Presbyterian. Ooh.
They lost
Well,
by
you know
4 to
that
Arizona, though. That's a good game.
if Chris is giving away a cookie, then he really likes it because he don't give away his
Ooh. And then
cookies.
they played Cal, Big Bad Cal,
All right,
and
bro.
lost by 8.
UCLA. Let's do it.
UCLA's trash.
Brian?
All right, this time slot you only need one play. It's going to be a freemium from me. It's not in my 5-pack. It's the Washington Huskies plus the points here. I got in at 6.5, down to 4.5. USC are frauds. I know they're undefeated, but 2 tough losses in a row by the Huskies. I just think they're going to bounce back and at least keep this as a 1-possession game. So the line tells you what you need to know here. I'm going to take the Huskies plus the points.
All right, man.
Love
Anything
that
any of y'all might have missed, college hoops?
You didn't do Jovan, I don't think.
He led this one.
Oh, okay. You guys made me forget about that. You're arguing.
You talk too much.
All right, man. Let's go. Let's talk some football.
Oh, yeah, Oregon.
UCLA?
You guys forget about that. Take the Huskies, man. Forget about those 2.
Let's talk some football, man. We got Miami, Ohio versus Western Michigan. Any thoughts, Chris?
Under all day. Under 43.5. This is going to be first to 20 wins this one.
Any thoughts, Brian?
I like Miami, Ohio. I almost had it as a premium. I'm just a little bit scared about 12 o'clock games, and there's no need for me to be reaching when there's such a big card today. But I think Miami, Ohio gets another win over Western Michigan this year.
There you go. Jovan, any thoughts on this one?
Western Michigan and the under. I've been avoiding the MAC like the plague this season, and I haven't. Not only have I haven't had a premium on in the MAC game, but I haven't even given out a MAC play. This is the first time, so 2-for-1 special. Western Michigan, the extend their winning streak because they're on a 4-game heater and a 3-game ATS run, I believe. And the under is probably the stronger play of the 2, as far as I'm concerned.
All right. I have no thoughts. Same thing Jovan said. Y'all know I've been checked out of the MAC. Every Thursday, Brian, come on.
Oh, you guys are missing out, man. This
out.
football, I wish I would have put Miami, Ohio just to keep me on football all day, but
I'm good. This game will not hold any attention from me. The reason it won't is because this one will be on at the same time. Let's talk some football, man. The Big 12 championship.
There's a reason they call that conference the Mid-American.
Hey, chill.
What? I'm saying there's a reason they call Western Michigan, Miami, Ohio the Mid-American.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Big 12.
No. This is a better game.
Hey, Big 12 championship, man. It's in my city today. They in Jerry World, man. We got BYU. Been doing all that damn crying all season. They played a really light schedule. Didn't play nobody all year. And when they did, they got the brakes beat off of them. Today, they get a chance to avenge that. They win. They're in. They lose. Please, shut the hell up. Chris, does Texas Tech take them behind the woodshed? Or does BYU give them a game? Will it be high scoring or will it be low scoring? What's your thoughts here?
I went back and forth on this one. I'm going to watch this one. I'm not going to bet it, I don't think, but I'd lean towards BYU plus a 12.5. I think Texas Tech wins this one by double digits, but like 31-21. I think 12.5 is just a tad too many. So I'll take BYU plus a 12.5 in a lean.
Brian Bittler, any thoughts here?
I think both these teams played weak-ass schedules, but I think Texas Tech is the much better team. I've been fading BYU and paying for it. I thought Cincinnati would take them out. I thought TCU would take them out. But I think this one, you get a 14-point win from the Red Raiders.
Brian Riddler on the Red Raiders. Jovan, what you doing?
Thinking about this game, I want to get into it early. If BYU has any shot of being competitive in this game, they're going to have to do it early. And I'm looking at the first quarter, and I want to back the Cougars plus 3.5. Alternately, and it's really contingent on a couple different things. Can they run the ball? They weren't able to run the ball at all against Texas Tech in that first game about a month ago. Game script, first 15 plays are going to be scripted for BYU. That's just how it is in football, whether it's college football or NFL. So this is their best shot, I believe, of getting at the Red Raiders, because the Red Raiders won't know what they want to do from a game plan standpoint. So I will back BYU first quarter plus 3.5. Also take the under. It's juiced minus 130, 10.5 in that first quarter. And it's all first quarter. So first drive for BYU. This is gonna be a plus 407 hit field goal attempt. So I think it's worth a shot.
Yeah. I did not end up playing this game, and I'm mad at myself for not. The reason I didn't play it is because I already have a pretty penny on this game. And my pretty penny on this game is I just need Texas Tech to win it. I've told y'all for the majority of the season, I got Texas Tech winning the Big 12. So that's kind of why I didn't play it, because I'm already invested. If I were to play it, it would be Texas Tech, bro. BYU ain't, bro. I think I agree with Jovan. The thing that I saw last time is a lot of times BYU can control the line of scrimmage. Against Texas Tech, they can't. Texas Tech, of all the Texas Tech in the trenches, is as good as some SEC teams. And BYU just can't compete. Texas Tech got that bread. They went out and spent that bread, and it's evident. And I just think that's where this game is won and lost. So it might get dicey in this game. Like, I can see Texas Tech probably being up 10, like need a field goal or something like that. Like, I'm not saying this is an easy, no sweat cash, because how often do we have those? But I do think the talent gap between these two teams is this significant, especially in the trenches. And I think Texas Tech, likely late, runs away with it. I'm going to lay it. We'll see what happens. All right. Keep it rolling. We head over to the SEC championship, man, where we got Alabama. Roll Tide roll. Battling it out with the Georgia Bulldogs. Go Dogs. Go Dogs. Man. Rematch. Kirby's kryptonite is them Tide. I don't know what it is, but he just can't beat them damn Tide. He beat the shit out of everybody else. At first, I thought maybe it's Saban. He just can't beat Saban. That's what it is. Saban got his number. But the border came in and got him too. Does Kirby get off the snide, man? Or does Al continue to have the card of the Georgia Bulldogs? Brian, what you think?
Oh, this is a tough one. I was ready to go with Georgia as a premium pick, but then I found out when I looked at the BetMGM numbers, I didn't like what I saw. And then on the other hand, Alabama, one of the biggest square guys that I know, had Alabama. So, boy, if I had to lean, I would take the Alabama Crimson Tide. I just think this is a must-win spot for them. So I'll back them.
Man. Jovan, SEC championship game, man. To me, it's the best game on today. And I know 1 versus 2 playing today.
Oh, you're crazy. It's not the best game.
Yes, it is, bro.
No
yes,
way.
It is. It is.
No.
It's
What
real
is?
You guys are just not liking the Big Ten action. I think I'd much rather, if
You
I had to
think- you
choose
think the
between the
Big Ten-
two, I
you
want to
think the
see
Big Ten
Indiana,
team is
Ohio
better?
State play.
You think the
wanna
Big
see
Ten team is better?
maybe for me because that's where my best bet is, but maybe maybe that's
Fair,
why.
but I'm saying between these two teams, which is the better game?
Score wise, at the end of the score to watch it, I would say Georgia Alabama because I don't think the other game's going to be as tight. I'm a Big Ten guy. I've always argued that. I don't like when people bash the Big Ten.
I hate the Big Ten. Give me the Big 12 over the Big 10.
No way.
I'm standing on that shit.
Michigan could probably beat either one of those. Big 12.
SEC, Big 12, then the Big 10. Maybe the ACC. No, I'm kidding. Jovan, man, what you thinking today, man? SEC championship.
Like the first game, I want to get in and get out real quick. But we'll chop it in half with this one, and we will roll with the over in Georgia and Alabama. Georgia, the problem with Georgia is that they can't take away the ball. They haven't been able to take away the ball all season long. Even though Alabama isn't going to really run the ball like that, they might, try to establish the run, but they're going to throw the ball around, and I think they're going to hit pay dirt, early and often. That's going to force Georgia to do the same thing. So I think we might see a little bit of a shootout. This is what we have seen in the history or the recent history of these two teams. Last game, it went up, it stayed under. I know I took the under in that one, also took Alabama in that first game. But historically, like I said, this is an over type of affair. So look for the first half to go over. They might slow it down in the second half, with adjustments, so on and so forth, going into the locker rooms. But yeah, first half over. 14-10 to get you there.
Go Dogs. Go Dogs. Oh, Dogs. Rocking with the Georgia Bulldogs today, man. Come on, Kirby. God damn, Kirby. You be beating shit out of everybody else, man. The way you be beating up on my Texas team, bro. Come on, man. This ain't Saban no more, man. It's DeBoer, man. He was finna be fired just last week, bro. Come on, dogs, man. It's a tough game. Like, I'm not mad at nobody on Alabama. I get all the reasons to be on Alabama. What separates this game to me today is A, I love the revenge angle. And B, if you asking me the makeup of the team I like most, I like better, it's Georgia. Bama, I don't have too many words to say about Bama. I just worry about Bama when it gets tough, when it gets thick. Like, will they get out of it? Back with Saban, I've had no problem. And last week, that fourth down call, DeBoer, that's off. Oh my God. You showed me a little something right there. Show me again. Show me one more. I don't believe it. That's all I'm saying. I don't believe it. Taking the Dogs. I think this is the game I'm most excited for today. And I think the line reflects that with how tight it is. And I'm leaning on the revenge angle. And I think Kirby is the better coach. We'll see what happens. Chris?
I'm not giving DeBoer any props for that fourth down call, because if it didn't work, we would have been sitting here crowning its ass. So it was good execution from the team, but still it was one of those head scratching moves. But again, sometimes the ballsy moves pay off. In this game, at the end of the day, I am taking Georgia money line. I think Georgia wins this game. I want to know the status of Jam Miller for Alabama, because any run game that that Alabama is going to have in this game is predicated on if he plays or not. If he doesn't play, I think it makes Alabama one-dimensional. I think they're going to get after Ty Simpson, and I think that Alabama could have some issues. Now, what I am going to do to get some extra value out of this, I'm going to wait to play Georgia live, but I'm also going to do a couple of same game parlays. I'm going to take Alabama first quarter, Georgia money line. That's plus 425. Alabama first half, Georgia money line. That's plus 525. And if you do all three, I think it's plus 650. But it just boils down to the fact that the first meeting was one of the few times where Kirby Smart was not able to make the halftime adjustments that he normally can. And that's why he's still one of the best in-game adjusters in the sport. And I think this is the time he makes the adjustments. I think Georgia gets it. So give me Georgia.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
All right. We got Brian's favorite game. No, I'm kidding. Got the Big Ten Championship, man. It's 1 versus 2. For this to be 1 versus 2, we just don't got the hype behind it, man. That's all I'm saying.
That's because people don't respect Indiana. That's why.
No, it's because
are we really gonna end this with Duke and Virginia? Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, you know what?
it's the time.
Yeah, Jovan's got a point. You should skip over that one. Come back.
You know what? We can do that. We can go do.
Oh my God, we're letting the inmates run the asylum now.
We're
letting everybody.
I don't like the idea. We'll save it.
We should have saved the SEC for last if we were going to do this.
True. I mean, you make a fair argument.
What?
The Big
I bet
Ten
the
team has
TV,
no
the TV ratings will be higher for Indiana, Ohio State than it will be for.
I don't know.
The Big Ten.
I don't know.
If Ohio State loses that game, what happens? Nothing. If Indiana loses that game, what happens? Nothing.
I mean, but if either team loses the SEC championship, nothing happens either.
I don't think Alabama gets in with 3 losses.
They're in. They're in.
No.
Well, they've said they're not going to hold a conference championship loss against anybody.
They're in.
Right. So
the only way they're not in is if Georgia woodsheds them. That's the only way. And then I think Texas fuck around and jumps Notre Dame. And Miami.
No, you can't. Notre Dame's won how many games in a row? Notre Dame could win the whole thing if they got it. I don't know.
We'll see. Duke versus Virginia. This is the one that could cause some chaos, man. If Duke wins it, Duke has no path to the college football playoff. They have no path. They cannot make it.
Go Duke.
I can't even believe they in this game, but they're here. Virginia, they win. They're in. Jovan, you got any thoughts here?
Yeah, I'm hoping for chaos.
Me too.
Really. And that's the driving force of this play right here. It's gonna be the Duke Blue Devils get the job done. These two teams played what was it 2 weeks ago? Virginia got the job done, and remember this: everybody was on Duke. It seemed like in that one going into it, and Virginia got it done. Now everyone's on Virginia. No, I'm on Duke in this one. I know that Duke has their flaws, but this is their chance to spoil the party, you know. So look for Manny Diaz, you know, to draw something up and make life miserable for Chandler Morris and the boys over there with the Cavaliers.
I agree. I'm on Duke. It's not a game like from X's and O's I love or anything like that. I'm kind of rooting for chaos. You know, this Duke team played itself into this position. You know, I think everybody got to relook at everything. The fact that this is the ACC championship game is crazy. But
well, I mean, you got to blame on Miami. You know, they didn't get the job done.
Still. I'm taking Duke though. Of all the games today, this is probably my least favorite, but it's the one I want the most, if you get what I mean, because I just want the chaos. So, and if I'm playing it, I don't want the 4. I'm going plus 150.
Take the points, man.
Hey, you know that's not my game, man. You know I love that money line. Let's see, Chris.
see, what's Virginia minus 13.5?
Oh, you're crazy, Chris. How about we bet a hat
Duke
on
is
it?
short. You know what Duke is short for? Dookie. The team's crap.
All right.
Sorry, I hate to tell everybody that y'all sickos that want chaos, but Virginia's not losing this game. Virginia's going to kick the shit out of Duke. This Duke defense is horrible. They got a good quarterback in Darian Mintz. I'm not taking that away from him. He has actually been the only reason why this team is even here at this point. But Virginia, they have a gunslinger in Chandler Morris. This offense has been legit for the better part of the season. I just think I can't.
It's Chandler Morris from UNT. Chandler Morris.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me Duke.
Just take the Morris.
Oh no, I like Chandler Morris. I like
Chandler
North
Morris.
Texas.
I know.
Yeah, y'all
I haven't paid a whole lot to Virginia this year. I haven't. Or
yeah, y'all may love chaos, but unfortunately, chaos ain't happening here.
I think Chris wants to bet a hat with me. So I'm on a hot streak.
I don't wear hats. I don't wear hats.
Well, then I'll send you over Virginia.
No.
All right.
We're not betting it on the. We're not betting it on the damn ACC.
This is an easy one. It should have been a premium for me. Easy layup.
There's a reason it wasn't.
I know.
Because Duke is.
Because I wanted to talk about it here.
Shit.
All right.
Give me Virginia. Hold on, Brian. You go. I'm gonna look up the alternate line price on this thing.
No, you're crazy. Listen, don't overcomplicate this game. I would love to take the money line with Duke, but they've been crapping on me a lot this year. Started at the first 2 games, I believe, this season. They're super talented. I think they're much like Clemson, underperformed this year, but here's their chance to make up for their season's worth of disappointments. I think they at least keep this game within a field goal. I would love for some chaos here. Take Duke.
Give me Virginia minus 16.5 and nice plus 313.
Hell no.
Zero chance of that happening.
How would Chandler Morris at quarterback?
Yeah. Gonna throw for 400 against this defense.
How about a case of Pepperidge Farm cookies?
If you look at the Duke logo, that hole's got more of a chance stopping the football than they do today.
We'll see. Let's talk the big one, man. 1 versus 2. The Ohio State Buckeyes are 4-point favorites right now. I think I see 4 right now. Over Indiana. Graphics backwards as well. Total 46.5. I'm up first in this one, I believe. Let's go, Indiana. Let's go, Indiana. Let's go. I don't believe in y'all. I don't. Like, I know Ohio State's the best team in the country. I know it. But I'm taking Indiana plus the 4.5 and outright on the money line, man. I am. And I don't have a lot of rationale behind it. Like, this is a J gut feeling play, man. This is just one of those where my gut is telling me, man, Indiana's finna do the impossible. They finna cap off their amazing season and beat Ohio State today. That's kind of just my thoughts. So, Mendoza, you're getting tested today, my boy. You ain't seen a defense like this all year. I think Indiana got some playmakers on that outside. I think Indiana's the better offense. Ohio State's, I know, is the better defense, although Indiana's defense is underrated. Expecting Indiana to do something in football is insane to me. It goes against everything that I know. But here we are, man. Welcome to 2025 college football. Give me Indiana plus the points. And I'm going to take a shot on the outright money line. We'll see what happens. Chris?
I'm leaning towards Indiana as well. The thing about this game is that we've seen Ohio State kind of be the college football version of load management. I mean, Ryan Day's been, nursing his guys to make sure nobody gets injured, because I think Ohio State realizes they have bigger fish to fry than to win the Big Ten title. Indiana, on the other hand, the only guy I'd be worried about for Indiana is Elijah Surratt, who's had an issue with injuries this season. He's their best receiver. But this game, I think, is in Indianapolis, isn't it? I think it's at Lucas Oil. For a chance for Indiana to win their first conference title since the 40s, I think it is. So
67.
Yeah, but I think that was like a shared title, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I've just heard that.
I think it was a shared title they had in the 60s. I think their only their last outright title was the 40s. But either way, it's like freaking almost as long as the Leafs, and I would know that's a disaster. But I'm gonna go with Indiana plus the 4.5. I lean towards the under as well, because if Ohio State wants any chance to win this game, they're going to keep it low scoring. Feels like a game where these two teams could just run out the clock and just like 21-17 or something like that, or 24-20. So I lean towards the under too.
Brian?
Yeah, in this game here, I'll take, as far as free picks go, I'll take the under. I think you're going to see a real defensive battle. A lot of teams get down to the goal line, not be able to punch it in, and a lot of settling for field goals here, so I'll ride the under.
And Jovan?
And I'm actually on the other side of that. I'm on the over. And it strictly has to do with game flow and what I think is going to happen. I think at some point in this game, one of these teams are going to get out to a substantial lead. And in that situation, the other team's going to have to chase points. And whether they, hit for fourth quarter for first down conversions or not, if they don't, it goes back to the other team on the short field. If it does, they keep it moving and, eventually get TDs. So this is one of those things where I think it gets over this 46.5. It's juicy there, but that means nothing to me. The 27-20, 20 there's various iterations how it could get over that total. So I'll be on the over.
All righty, man. That's college football today. We just talked conference championship Saturday. We'll see what happens and how it plays out. Let's go to the National Hockey League Association. Do it all in one fell swoop. We have
12.
Avalanche Rangers, Blue Jackets Panthers, Devils Bruins, Canadians Maple Leafs, Blues Senators, Islanders Lightning, Predators Hurricanes, Mammoth Flames, Blackhawks Kings, Jets Oilers, Wild Canucks, Red Wings, Kraken. Chris, what jumps off the page?
I'll be quick with it. There's a couple I like here. Plus money with the Columbus Blue Jackets. I'll sign up for it. Columbus has been competitive on the road. Florida still looks broken. They've now lost 5 straight at home. This team just looks lost offensively. Columbus has been a team that's been able to provide value in spots. 12-3 on the puck line on the road this season. I can guarantee the majority of those were done in the underdog role. I think that Columbus can add to Florida's misery here. Until I see Florida turn it around, I'm not going to see any of my money even at home. So I'm going to take Columbus plus money in that one. I'm going to take Ottawa at home. Fading the St. Louis Blues has been a profitable venture for me this season. I think it's going to be that once again here. Give me Ottawa. And give me the Edmonton Oilers in regulation. Get that minus 197 price down to something around minus 125. As volatile as the Oilers goaltending can be, I still trust this team, especially after they popped 9 past Seattle in that last game. Winnipeg, you got to win over Buffalo. Congrats. But at the end of the day, this is still a team without their number one goalie. I think that Edmonton gets it done here, so I'll take Edmonton in regulation.
Brian?
Now, Chris hating on the Florida Panthers. That's per usual. They lost 4 in a row, but this line's still minus 165 against Columbus, who I think is a public dog here. I think Florida gets back on track. Don't laugh about my Florida Panthers. And I'll take the Calgary Flamers on the money line here. Utah Mammoths starting to I know they won a couple in a row, but overall, they're near 500 team. Calgary got it done for me against Minnesota Wild the other night. I think the Flamers get another win at home. I'll take Calgary.
Man, for me, I'm taking 2 teams in similar spots at home where I like betting them. Give me the Kings, money line. Give me the Lightning, money line. Parlay them up. The Kings just lost the other day to the Blackhawks at home. What the fuck? So you know what that means. You know what it sets up. Bounce back game at home. That also happens to be a quick revenge game. I'm there. And then the Lightning, they just lost to the damn Islanders the other day. And then they came back home, lost to the Penguins. You know what that sets up? A bounce back game at home that also happens to be a quick revenge game. Give me a 2-team parlay today. Lightning, Kings. Book it. Cash it. Do whatever you want to do with it. Jovan style. All right. Let's go to the NBA. The National Basketball Association. 7-game card over there. We'll do it all in one swoop as well. We got Pelicans versus the Nets. Brooklyn? Favorites? I think that tells you how bad them damn Pelicans are. We got the Hawks. Heartbreaking loss last night. They had it. What the fuck? Now they're on the back end of a back-to-back with travel, laying 9 on the Wizards. We got the Warriors and the Cavs. Cavs laying 8 on the Warriors. Warriors fought hard last night, but still lost to the Sixers. Bucks are on the road versus the Pistons. Pistons laying 12.5. Kings are in Miami. Miami laying 8. Clippers, they're in Minnesota. T-Wolves laying 10. Rockets are in Dallas tonight. Dallas 8.5-point home dogs. Chris, we'll start with you.
Yeah, not a whole lot of NBA that I love today, but I will still roll with the Atlanta Hawks here. Again, fate of the Wizards. You know, I've said it before. If you either back the Wizards money line or you take the other team by double digits, I think Atlanta is still just a far better team here. And we've seen Washington fold like a cheap tent in easier spots than this. So I'm going to roll with the Atlanta Hawks here. A lot of road favorites. I don't necessarily love that from today's card, but I will go with Houston as well. Against Dallas, just taking the better team. We've seen Houston just demolish bad teams for the better part of the season. I don't think this game is any different. I'll roll with Houston lay the 8.5.
Jovan, how you feeling in hoops?
I'm feeling like the Pelicans end their slide, their 5-game losing streak. You know, Brooklyn, they're 1-10 at home. So, you know, it's to the point where they're damn near all the fade in their own house. They've lost their last 2. But, you know, the Pelicans have been pretty competitive. You know, they've been getting a lot of points in prior games. But, of course, against, you know, Brooklyn, they're definitely not. You know, the Nets, if they're favored, I'm fading them. It's really that simple. So that's that on that. And I will be back in Atlanta. Now, Atlanta, they were on, you know, they just had a heartbreaking loss. But off of that, I like backing teams that on the second night of back-to-back get a quick turnover to right their wrongs. And they lost in a big way against Washington. They lost by like 19, 20 points earlier this season. So there's a revenge factor built into this one. So I will be on the Hawks to get it done against the lowly Wizards.
There you go. Brian, anything in the NBA for you tonight, sir?
Brutal card, but I'll take the Pelicans plus the points. No way I would ever lay with the Brooklyn Nets. I think it's a 1-possession game. I'll take the Pels And I'll take another crappy team, the LA Clippers. This morning it was 10.5. Now it's 9.5 in some spots. But I both these teams have been horrible against the spread. Clippers a little bit worse than Minnesota, but I just think this is a lot to lay for the Timberwolves at home, even against the Clippers, who I believe they're much more talented than their record indicates. So I think it's a 6-point win for Minnesota here. I'll take the points.
There's only one team outright tanking right now. There's only one. It's the Pelicans, and they will, no matter what, get my money. And I think the Nets, as bad as they are, at least they be trying. And I think they're over a bucket favorite in this game for a good reason. The fans have checked out of New Orleans. The players have checked out of New Orleans. They fired their coach already.
They should just move to Seattle.
Man, it don't get no worse than that. Like, so I can't. I agree with everybody. I'm on the Hawks. Jovan hit the nail right on the head. Although they didn't win last night, and they are on a back end of a back-to-back with travel. The Hawks, you got to remember, are a team that never has really fit spots and situations perfectly. So it wouldn't surprise me if they came out on a second leg of a back-to-back and blew somebody out, especially a team they had no business losing to the fashion that they lost to them last time. So the Wizards, Pelicans are 30 of 30 in my NBA pound rankings. Wizards are 29. Nets are 28. It's kind of my thought process. Clippers are 27, and I'm fading their ass tonight too. Brian, please get off this thing.
Hey, come on now.
Just get off of them, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna be all right in the long run.
I'll be complaining tomorrow about the Clippers.
I hate laying double digits with Minnesota. In Minnesota, y'all know this. I gave them a whole nickname, aka the House of Disappointment, because whenever you get ready to trust Minnesota, laying double digits at home, they almost never cover, never do it. Tonight, I think they do because the Clippers are just that damn bad. And they're on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. We've seen them lose in Memphis yesterday. Now I have to travel to Minnesota. Minnesota, they leave a lot to be desired as well. I kind of think Anthony Edwards might have a bounce-back game in this one. He had a terrible game last time out. He had 40 the time before that, which was against the Pelicans. I just feel like the last couple games they were playing the Pelicans, not a whole lot of motivation. They come back home here. I think they beat up on a bad Clippers team with a lot of drama going on. You got to remember what's going on with the Clippers. First, they came into the season with allegations on them, money under the table. Then their head coach got caught up in a gambling scandal. He's quote-unquote the victim. Then they sent home probably the greatest player in their history, Chris Paul. I don't think it's a stretch to say that. They're going to send him home like it's his fault that y'all fucking garbage. No, y'all are just garbage, a dysfunctional, trash-ass franchise. Little brother. Always have been, always will be. Fading y'all's ass. Give me Minnesota. I don't like Dallas on the back end of a back-to-back. They got flooded by Oklahoma City yesterday. Wouldn't surprise me if the second best I almost said that out loud. The third best team in the West beats them today. Second best team is the Lakers. Third is the Rockets. Kings are kind of just in that I'll just automatic fade bucket as well. So we'll see what happens. Pistons. No Giannis, no Bucks. Pistons should flood them. I'm just not interested in Cavs Warriors. And that'll do it. Chris?
Went first here.
Oh, shit. Well, guess what? That's it. That's all. We did it. We did it. We covered everything under the sun. College basketball, a really nice card over there, man. It took us longer than I thought it would. College football, championship Saturday. Go Dogs. No. And we covered NHL and the National Basketball Association, man. Money making Saturday. Our favorite plays are over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Those are the plays we have the most money on, the plays we love the most. Franchise, what you got going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium today?
Yeah, for me today, it's just hockey and college hoops. Just I want to focus in on that. You know, didn't necessarily have a great feel for a lot of the college football today, and kind of got roughed up from a little bit from it yesterday. So I kind of just took a step back from it today. But I really like a lot of the plays I got on the board. I got a college hoops big play, and I got a 5-pack from college hoops. I got my NHL power play, still number 2 on the NHL leaderboard, and also got an NHL 3-pack that I'm putting up as we speak. So definitely hop on something today. Remember to hop on something long term. You'll get my my NFL plays as well for Sunday. So make sure that you check that out. Pair me up with any of the guys. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase.
I'm with Chris Ruffalo, man. Continue to kick the crap out of the books. Jovan, Burt's, what's going on today, my man?
Yeah, I got a couple things going on. It's Saturday, over 100 games in college basketball. So kind of taking the light on that right now. I only have 6 on the board for college basketball. I'll have several to at least make it 10 on that side. College football, I also have 5 plays. I got a 5-pack in that. 5-pack in college basketball also as of right now, but I'll have some later night action going on in there. As for college football, it's the stars aligned for me in that one. So got 5 plays in that one, and check it out. Check out something long term for that NFL action tomorrow. Also got some heaters there too.
I'm with Jovan, man, and continue to kick the crap out of the books. What you got going on today, Brian?
Oh, off of 4 in one day yesterday. I got a potpourri of sports. I got 1 in college basketball, 1 in NHL, 1 in NBA, 2 in college football. My best bet is my titanium in college football today. 54 and 24, 69.2% winners. Ranked number 1 at PickDawgz.com. I was 30 days and 365. Or you could get my cream of the crop 5-pack. Has my 5 best bets of the day. $75 at PickDawgz.com. Pair me out with any of these guys and definitely have a big crushing weekend. There's a lot on tap here between today and tomorrow.
There you go, man. How about when Brian continue to kick the crap out of the books, man? His work speaks for itself. For me today, as of right this second, I ain't got nothing on the premium side. I'm running a little behind today. I'm gonna have a pretty handful of things going on, though. I will have my favorite college football play today. Will it be Indiana? Will it be the Dogs? Oh, Dogs. So find out. You can scoop it up over at PickDawgz Premium. That'll be my college football big play of the week. I've been going really light this week. I kind of like tonight's NBA, and I'm trying to say Jay stay light, man, but I might have 3 tonight. I might have to hit it kind of hard off one tonight. So we'll see what happens, how it breaks down. Jam session will be up after the show, though. And I've yet to have a college basketball play. But I like a lot in college basketball today.
You got to break your cherry today.
Yeah, today might be the day. So we'll see. We'll see. UCLA?
Huskies.
Oregon's trash? Man, parlay time, man. Parlay. Chris, what you parlaying up, man?
Sorry, hold on, I gotta put on some lipstick.
Well, I thought that's usually later on a Friday night for you, Chris.
That's let's see. Well, someone was asking for a 2-leg parlay for the UFC tonight, and so I'm going to give out 2 parlays. The UFC one, I'm going to go with Peyton Talbot on the money line, and the main event, Marab and Peter Yan to go the distance. That's around -120 for the 2-leg parlay. For everything else, let's go with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's go with the Edmonton Oilers and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Hockey parlay.
There you go. From Mr. Wraparound, aka
The reach around.
You would.
Jovan, man, how you feeling? What you parlaying up today?
Yeah, I got 3 I'll give out. Sparty, match it up with Boiler Up, and that's MSU and Purdue, if you don't know. That's early. Jump on that real quick. And then, that's college basketball also, just for the uninitiated. College football, Miami of Ohio, Western Michigan under. Match it up with BYU, Texas Tech under first quarter. Third leg, Indiana, OSU over. And then for the NBA, Pelicans, Hawks.
There you go, man. Jovan breaking it down for y'all. For me, let's go. I love my favorite parlay today is the NHL one. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Lightning, money line. Kings, money line. Little two-teamer. Get in, get out today in NHL. I love that two-teamer from Jovan, too. I co-signed that. Purdue, Michigan State. And then let's go multi-sport. We're going to go UCLA, fading Chris. We're going to go Texas Tech, Red Raiders. The Red Raiders. And we're going to go with the let's go with the Pistons. No Giannis, no Bucks. Let's see what Detroit got for us tonight, man. Little three-teamer. So, appreciate y'all, man. Money making
You
Saturday.
forgot my parlay. I got a nice,
Sorry.
crappy parlay that you could go and print money with these three teams here today. The Washington Huskies plus the points.
Huskies.
The Duke Blue Devils in college football plus the points. And the Los Angeles Clippers plus the points.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
That's my toilet bowl three-teamer.
How do you spell donation?
Oh, please. I guarantee you those three have a better shot than the Florida Panthers losing today. I should add the flag.
The Florida Panthers winning. I'm glad you said that.
I'm adding that one. Florida Panthers. That's a 4-teamer now.
Oh, you went from one out of 3 to 1 out of 4.
There you go. Smash that like button for us. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. We got plenty of content for you on the YouTube channel. We got written articles for you on the website.
I like that Chris dancing.
Man, plenty of different strokes.
That's my Jets dance.
Look like the Donald Trump dance.
I was doing the Trump, yeah.
Chris is talented.
Chris, any final words before we get out of here for the day?
That'll be me after the
Make it a winning day.
Devils upset today.
We'll see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Jovan, any final words?
Yeah, we'll be back same time, same dog channel.
And Brian?
Go Duke. Let's go. Take out those Cavaliers.
Go Dogs. Go.
Cavaliers.
And before I get out of here, just one more time for the one time. Fuck Notre Dame. I can't wait till y'all ass get left out. This shit is gonna be the most hilarious shit on the planet. I cannot.
Damn, misery needs company. Oh, sheesh.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. I'm a
Matter of fact,
Notre Dame.
I hope we play them in the Cheez-It Bowl. That's what I want. I want Notre Dame in the Cheez-It Bowl.
Cheese.
I like the Duke's Mayo Bowl. I like the Duke's Mayo Bowl the best.
So let's see how it happens, man. Appreciate y'all. We out of here. See y'all tomorrow.